Yogi Ramsar Kumar, also called Visiri Swamigal, would always smoke the village bidi, but around him, but you would never be suffocated by the smell of it. He was born in Varanasi on December 18, 1918, and from a young age, he was always attracted to the dense spiritual life that existed in the sacred city. Like the avatar, he also spent his childhood with many sadhus and earned for their lifestyle. In 1959, Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar finally settled in Tiruvannamalai, the birthplace of Avatar, as well as thousands of enlightened beings before and after him. The Avatar enjoyed the presence of Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar from young age. Visara Swamigal had many well-known spots where he would be found sitting. One of one of them was on the steps of the building adjacent to Termuti, where the temple chariot was parked. He would be comfortably sitting there amidst a pile of garbage. Usually, people who pass by Visiri Swamigal would stop and ask him question about their future. Many children on their way to school would go stop and ask, Swami, will I pass my exams? Or will I get a good report today? But they rarely got a response from him. On the way to school one day, Swamiji also stopped and asked if he would pass the test in the school that day. Swamiji got a reply, you will pass the test of life, my boy. An old lady who always sat by Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar overheard these words and told Swamiji, go, go, you will not understand these words now, but you will remember them later. Those days, Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar would always sit in the burial ground and meditate. He would be sitting on a large double tomb, and Swamiji used to hide and watch him and enjoy the mysticism that he radiated. He would shoo me away, saying, it is only me, go away. Every day after walking around Arunachala hill, Swamiji would go to the burial ground and sit at his feet to have his darshan. He used to wear a garland of ropes. Swamiji says, fortunately, I had such a love for him. I would just catch hold of his ropes that this is the way I used to talk to him. We can now watch a video where Swamiji is narrating a story about Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar.
Blessed are those who are directly asked to do the things which are not dharma, as per your understanding, by Guru. I am telling you, if your Guru says, do something which is not dharma as per you, and you do it, you are blessed. You are blessed. I still repent for not smoking when Yogi Ram Sarat Kumar gave me the bidi. I still repent. But I missed it. I missed the chance. Now how many times I smoke, nothing can happen. That won't liberate me. Anyhow, I struggled myself. I can say, if I would have picked up the bidi from his hand that day and smoked, I can say at least I would have reduced 2 years of my struggle in my journey. 2 years struggle could have been sorted out in 2 seconds. I am very clear. I still repent for not picking up the BD from Ram Suratkumar when he gave. Maybe many of you may not know that incident. Let me describe. I am brought up from a very orthodox family. My grandfather, oh God, is a great inspiration for me, but highly orthodox. The extreme funny level of orthodoxy, you can't even talk about non-veg or alcohol or cigarette, BD in the house. Forget about, you can't even talk. Forget about having, you can't even talk. Even in the TV, some scenes coming, if some scenes come as if smoking, he will switch off the TV. And I was brought up by him. One day I was sitting in the Tiruvannamalai burial ground, Smashana, cremation ground, with Yogi Ram Suratkumar. Usually he sits there in the night time. Whenever I ask him, why do you sit here? He says, this is a calm place. Only dead people will not disturb us. He will be happily sitting. I went and sat. I used to enjoy his company. He's a chain smoker. I don't know what happened. One day, suddenly he picked up the BD from his mouth and stretched to me. My love for him and my parental conditioning, both were having war, literally. It is like Krishna got down from the chariot and picked up the wheel as a Sudarshana Chakra to kill Bhishma. Krishna is Guru, Bhishma is parental conditioning. Krishna picked up the Sudarshana Chakra. Come on, it is time. Unless I get down, the parental conditioning will not die. He is rolling. But Krishna has promised he will not take any weapon and fight in the war. Guru always promises he will not directly kill parental condition. I can see exactly Krishna standing there instead of the chariot wheel with BD. And my Bhishma is struggling. And I neither moved my body front nor said no. Saying no too much, but moving the body and picking up too much. What to do? I was just frozen. But the BD is burning. Time is running. Time is running. See, not deciding is deciding not to decide. I was not deciding, but naturally it means deciding not to decide. Then the fire went and touched Ram Suratkumar's finger. He just dropped the BD. When the fire came near his finger, he dropped the BD. He just caught my ears, both ears. But fortunately I had such a deep surrender to him, and he was able to force me, and I am blessed he forced me. But still I missed for me not taking the decision voluntarily. He just caught my ears and blew the smoke from his mouth on my face. I don't know what happened. For 3 days, whatever was happening around me was soundless movie. In those days, the movies used to come, no sound, no volume, just the scenes will go. Same way, soundless movie. Everything happening around me without background noise. I am seeing vehicles moving. I can see temple aarti is happening, but no bell sound. Everything was such peace. But even then, of course, after that, never I smoked, not even once. But I repent for not picking up when he stretched his hand. Gladly jump beyond dharma. When Master asks you, that is the best thing you will do for yourself and for your enlightenment. I can say only to ask you to do something which is not dharma as per you, Master happens in your life.
my trust in you, 'cause you know it's best for me to lead a blissful life, a life with no more strife. I can't believe the things I do.
Another great guru from Swamiji's life is Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, who was alive from 1836 to 1886. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was an extremely influential incarnation of the modern day who has truly led the world in the field of spirituality. Swamiji says, for 10 years, I read the Gospel of Ramakrishna. Every night, I never felt bored which, with his spiritual truths. It is not that always when I read Ramakrishna's Gospel, I was feeling pleasant and happy to read further. Many times I felt I was not executing these words. I have to execute these words. There were millions of struggles. I wouldn't even feel like reading the next page. I would feel, let me complete this one truth. Let me master this one truth. Then I will go to the next. All kinds of mood swings, all kinds of thinking, all kinds of discontentment, all kinds of dissatisfaction, all kinds of guilt. I was seeing everything, of course, in a different scale. The scale in which you see is very different. The scale in which I see is different. Now, let's watch a video about Ramakrishna Paramahamsa Swamiji sharing.
Today is also Sri Ramakrishna's birthday, Avatara Dina Mahotsava. Ramakrishna, Avatara Varishta, the greatest incarnation of God in the modern times, greatest incarnation of Paramashiva in the modern times. Undoubtedly, highest influence on me Next to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, if I have to say, I'll tell it's Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Next to Arunagiri Yogeshwara, if I list who all have inspired me, influenced me, awakened me, if I put the list, first, naturally, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. The second name will be Ramakrishna. No disrespect. Even Ramana Maharshi will be third name. I am not disrespecting Ramana Maharshi. Surely Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi will not feel disrespected. It's okay. Even senior wise, Ramakrishna is senior. Ramakrishna. Absolute. Absolute embodiment of all the absolute attributes of the absolute. Whether you call purity, consciousness, auspiciousness, power manifestation, uncomparable. From the time I read Ramakrishna in Amuda Mozhigal in Tamil, which was my inspiration till now, from that day to till now, he is one of my Aradhana Murti, means in my personal worship, he is always there, and worshipping him was and is part of my life every day, even today. The first ashram I built was dedicated to his name, Sri Ramakrishna Dhyanapeetham. So, we are celebrating Ramakrishna's Jayanti in Sri Ramakrishna Dhyanapeetham, and all the ashrams, adhinams, sarvanyapeethas we have.
यदा विनियतं चित्तम् आत्मन्येवावस्थिते निःस्पृहः सर्वकामेभ्यो युक्त इत्युच्यते तथा. Ability to learn, to identify the gap between two thoughts, and ability to identify the source emotion from which thoughts are raising will make your chitta vinyata, means your mind disciplined. You will learn the discipline of the mind, and you will be free from greed and fear, then you are centered in yoga. You are centered in truth. I used to do this when I was in Ramakrishna Mission in Mylapore Mutt. Early morning, the milkman will come with cows. The rule in the ashram is the fresh milk has to be offered to Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna used to be very particular that no water or anything is added into the milk. He loves the Bengali sweets. So the fresh milk has to be taken, and they will make payasam, porridge, out of that fresh milk, and some milk sweets for him and offer. Still, many of the Ramakrishna Mutts keep that tradition. Cow has to come to the ashram near the temple. If they have their own cows, great, they will bring it from the ashram near the temple and milk and directly take it to the temple shrine. Even if they don't have cows, the milkman has to bring the cow from his house. They will not accept the milk got from the cows in the house itself. No. The cow has to come. They will bring in Chennai city, Mylapore, almost 1 kilometer. The milkman, every day morning and evening, he will come with 10 cows. Holding those 10 cows, he will come from the house to the mutt behind the temple. I was serving as a kitchen bandari and shrine bandari, means the in charge of kitchen and shrine. So morning I will sit when the milkman brings his cows and starts milking. It will be almost 1 hour process. I am such an active guy, 1 hour sitting silently is a big job. And I can't meditate also, because this fellow may put some water or he may not wash his hands. I have to be sitting with open eyes, with awareness what is going on. After 2-3 days I was wondering, what is this? It's like a punishment for me. Every day morning I have to sit almost 1 hour seeing this guy milking the cows. Then I started wondering why this is started. I understood 2 things. One, the ability to maintain a discipline by the Ramakrishna Mission. God. Ramakrishna has left the body 100 years before. In 1886, he left the body. Now it is already 2012. Still, they have the ability to retain the discipline, the Guru Bhakti. God. Still, this handful of sannyasis are able to retain even such a simple. It is not that Ramakrishna gave an instruction, hey, after my death, all my Ramakrishna ashrams should get the cow and the milkman and milk the milk in front of my shrine and cook and feed me. No, he has not made the rule. The love for the master. How much of discipline brings in your mind? Why? I have to sit there. I understood the other dimension. The indiscipline of this milkman. How much ever you pay him or tell him, if you allow him to milk in the house itself, he will add water due to his greed. So, milkman's indiscipline, Ramakrishna Mutt's discipline, these two was the lesson I learnt in that 1 hour. It was a big revelation for me. Because I was wondering, why should these poor cows have to walk all the way from the house to the temple and this milkman has to come here and milk. Even when I make the payasam, I will tie a cloth around my nose. I should not smell that. Only Bhagavan should smell. I used to wonder why this guy should come all the way with the cows and milk. Why should I sit early morning 1 hour with this guy? But I always liked that smell of Goshala. Goshala has a sweet smell, that cow dung and Panchagavya smell. I always liked that smell. So finally what I realized is these two. One, the discipline which comes to you because of Guru Bhakti, the indiscipline which comes to you because of just simple indisciplined lifestyle. It is not that that milkman is greedy because mud gives enough money for him. It is just a habit. Milk means pour water. It has become indisciplined pattern, unconscious lifestyle. Then that day, when I realized these two truths, that day when I made the payasam and offered to Ramakrishna, I prayed, Bhagavan, just bless me. I never cross the discipline of the mind. I always live with a deep discipline of mind. I tell you, he really granted that to me.
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is
Now, it is now time to prepare ourselves to be in Upanishad with His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam. Let us now make a conscious decision to be in the space of deep listening with the simple integrity with Swamiji, that we are here open and available to receive the revelations of Paramashiva. Let us chant the Mahavakya initiated by Swamiji. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Connecting with the Divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the Divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद जगद्गुरु नित्य रूपा सांब सदा नित्य संभो महादेव नित्य संभो हर बोलो नाथा नित्य पुरेश हर हर गौरी नाथा नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा हर बोलो नाथा नित्य पुरेश हर हर गौरी नाथा दुर्गा भवानी माणिक्येश्वरी जगतोधारिणी दुर्गा माँ जगतोधारिणी दुर्गा परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद जगद्गुरु नित्य रूपा सांब सदा नित्य शंभो महादेव नित्य शंभो योग अवतार नित्य मुरारी दया करो गुरुदेवा नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा योग अवतार नित्य मुरारी दया करो गुरुदेवा नित्य नारायण सत्य नारायण हरे कृष्ण गोविंद हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण गोविंद परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद जगद्गुरु नित्य रूपा सांब सदा नित्य शंभो महादेव नित्य शंभो हरि नारायण नित्य नारायण नारायण भजो रे नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा हरि नारायण नित्य नारायण नारायण भजो रे हे अनंतनाथ नित्यानंद परमेश्वराय नमो ओम नित्येश्वराय नमो परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद जगद्गुरु नित्य रूपा सांब सदा नित्य शंभो महादेव नित्य शंभो हे नंद मुकुंद जय नित्य गोपाल वृंदावन नित्य श्यामा नित्यानंदा नित्यानंदा हे नंद मुकुंद जय नित्य गोपाल वृंदावन नित्य श्यामा जय ऋषिकेश हृदय निवास अनंतनाथ नित्या मां नित्येश्वरी नित्य नित्या परमहंस श्री नित्यानंद जगद्गुरु नित्य रूपा सांब सदा नित्य शंभो महादेव नित्य शंभो सांब सदा नित्य शंभो
श्याम भजो नित्यानंद नाम भजो भजो घन श्याम भजो नित्यानंद नाम भजो ये सुबुद्ध वीर सब नित्यानंद रूप भजो ये सुबुद्ध वीर सब नित्यानंद रूप भजो नित्यानंदम नित्यम ज्ञानम नित्यानंदम नित्यानंदम श्याम भजो नित्यानंद नाम भजो भजो घन श्याम भजो नित्यानंद नाम भजो भज मन केशवं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन माधवं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन केशवं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन माधवं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन गोविन्दं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन आनन्दं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन गोविन्दं श्री नित्यानन्दं भज मन आनन्दं श्री नित्यानन्दं नित्यानन्दं हरे नित्यानन्दं नित्यानन्दं हरे नित्यानन्दं नित्यानन्दं हरे नित्यानन्दं नित्यानन्दं
ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वर परमशिवसमारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि पराशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् I welcome all the living and practicing Hindus from all over the world. I welcome all the Sarvanyapita Kartas, Yajamans, Srimahans, Mahans, manifestors, Sarvabarityagis, Kotari, Tanedar, visitors, viewers, Kayakalpa Yoga participants, Kailasas, e-Gurukul students, Kailasas, ministers, ambassadors, diplomats, e-diplomats, citizens, consulate generals and supporters, Mantreshwaras, Vidyeshwaras, Ganeshwaras, Lokeshwaras and Astreshwaras, Paramashiva Ganas. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Paramashivoham. Season 12 is starting today. I initiate and bless all of you. Paramashiva, myself, directly manifesting and blessing all of you with initiation today. Understand, life is too precious. Use it only for building yourself consciously. Your experience of you only will come with you when you leave this planet Earth. Listen, your experience about you only will come with you when you leave this planet Earth. Neither the wealth you accumulated nor any other pleasure, any other experience you accumulated. Only your conscious experience about you only will come with you when you leave the planet Earth. I am clear. As living manifestation of Paramashiva, I dedicated my life to trigger, awaken superconsciousness in you and give you superconscious experience about yourself to yourself. Superconscious experience about yourself to yourself is purpose of my existence, and listen, life is all about you experiencing superconsciousness with yourself, about yourself. Your conscious experience about you means what you feel about you, what do you think about your life, what do you think as good, what do you think as bad, what do you think as your great achievement. All this understand, you set a scale of what is truth, what is dream, what is higher level truth you need to manifest, what is your future hope, what do you think as good in your past, bad in your past. All these definitions are set by you. Your perception about you sets all this. Your understanding about you sets all this. Your thinking about you sets all this. The good news, fortunate thing is, all this can be consciously rebuilt. Listen. All this can be consciously rebuilt. Consciously rebuilding all this only I call living enlightenment. What do you call as pleasure? What do you call as pain? What do you call as joy? What do you call as reality? What do you call as good? What do you call as bad? What do you call as dream? What do you call as hope? What do you call as your vision? What do you call as your future? What do you call as good in your past? What do you call as bad in your past? All these put together sets your experience of you. Understand your experience of you. Your experience of you, superconsciousness. Listen, I'll repeat. Your experience of you as superconsciousness changes, transforms, evolves the very existence of your life. I'll repeat. Even once if you experience yourself as superconsciousness, your definition about you becomes different. Today, I'll initiate all of you to experience that superconsciousness, Kailasa. Kailasa. Get your Atmalinga and keep it on your heart center. Let's start the initiation. Get your Atmalinga, keep it on the heart center. Let's start the initiation. Shiva, Parama Shiva, Paramashiva, 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 Paramashiva.
See yourself as 25-headed, 50-handed Paramashiva, as eternally 16, youthful. Commit with Paramashiva. Only He exists. Anything else is delusion. Now, sit straight. We'll enter into the process. Nityananda Paramashivam. 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 Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour, let the Varni open up, manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eyes. Nityananda Paramashivam. 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 third eye. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up. Manifest in all of us. Let Paramashiva overflow, manifest the powers in all our third eye. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Om Jnanam Paramashivam. Paramashivam. Let Paramashiva's third eye manifest in all our third eyes. Let the Amrita pour. Let the Varni open up. Manifest in all of us.
Nityananda Paramashivoham. I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Kailasa of Paramashiva. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
श्रीकैलासोन्नतद्वादशान्तश्यामलापीठारूढ श्रीमीनाक्षिसुन्दरेश्वरा भिन्नस्वरूप परशिवपुत्ररत्न कुमार गुरुमण्यतुल्यावतार श्रीपार्वतीस्तन्यपानलब्धदिव्यज्ञान विश्रुतसकलनिगमागमसारभूतद्राविडवेदप्रवक्त्रे श्रीमत्परमशिवकरुणासमधिगतम्